Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take care of the engine. We're going to start disassembling it. It's a big job, so I don't want to rush it too fast because there is a lot of parts. I need to make sure everything is labeled, put in ziplocs, put aside, so we don't lose anything, and that when we are putting everything back together we know where those parts are coming from. Also, I will be following the Honda service manual. This is something I got just before the carbs rebuilding. This is super useful to have. There's a bunch of pictures but a lot of information. Also will be super useful for rebuilding the engine, torque values, things like this. It's going to be very handy to have next to me during this process and also afterwards. Also, if you want to support this channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. In the meantime, let's get started. Alright guys, remove the filter. It was extremely stuck. I don't have an oil filter wrench, so what I did is I punctured a hole. This was the ones that didn't work, closer to the thread but not too close, and puncture through, and then turn it, force it. I did use WD-40, it helped, otherwise it wouldn't have moved, I think. And I got it unstuck basically. So one thing done. Alright, time to remove the bolts. 8mm, all of them, on the right, on the crankcase. There's one of them longer, which is going to end up being in black. This one is going to be for, I guess, the inside one. The outside ones are 10 of them. You don't want to force. Because something like rubber would be better, I think, but you definitely don't want to force to make any mark. Using a little bit of leverage to open. Well, it's not too bad. It's what I was expecting. So this is where you have the straddler. This looks, yeah, the straddler looks pretty bad. I was expecting it a little bit, so it's definitely probably going to need to be changed. It doesn't look good at all. So let's remove it, see how it looks like without it, and then we'll go from there. And that's the one of this here. You want to be careful not to lose any of this. Everything here looks pretty good. So remember, this was on the outside, this was on the inside. This definitely needs to be, I need to use some rust remover and try to clean it a little bit, give it a little bit better. But otherwise, inside not too bad. You can tell it's old, but so far so good. Alright, so let's remove the stator from this. And all of this grain here, this is the old gasket, and you can see it's like stuck to it like crazy. This is going to be interesting to remove, especially on here. But here is the cover. Needs to be a good clean. But this is the stator. So this is the stator with the cable directly, and the cable is pretty bad around here. You can see it's been burnt. Everything around here. But yeah, this looks really old and really bad. I would be surprised if it even works. Yeah, and you can see, look at this. It's like, it needs to be clean for sure. Yeah, pretty bad looking strut. So pretty bad looking. So we'll need to I'll need to see. I don't think it's just cleaning. But we'll see. But we'll probably just change it anyway, so we'll be good. Alright, so we do the same thing on the right one. Remove the bolts, put them in the Ziploc, save them, and anything like this we'll need to save them. I just think it's bolted with everything here. Like things like this, we'll need to put them in the bag. And yeah, so let's get started. Looks like we have 14 bolts in total for this crankcase, and now we're going to try to remove it. We're going to use the mallet again because it's pretty stuck like the other side. Same as the other one, just a little bit of leverage, not much. I think, yeah, much easier than the other one. Alright, so that's a right crankcase. Inside is not too bad. There's no pieces broken or anything, so it's pretty good. So far so good. It is dirty for sure. Definitely a lot of cleaning to do. We'll need to remove the entire clutch. When it comes to the clutch, well, I'll show you in another video, I'm guessing. But basically we'll remove everything and we'll calculate the thickness of each plate to make sure that it's standard to fit. If there is an issue, we'll need to change. Everything looks good, cable here looks great. Chain is attached, not broken. Yeah, everything looks good so far. But again, the gasket is gonna be a lot of fun to remove. Probably best with some chemical, like rubbing alcohol maybe. We'll try, but it's pieces right now. So it's like pieces and it's not even removing everything. So again, if it's your first build, what you want to do is right crankcase, put everything in there, save it, lock it, don't touch it until you put it back. Alright, next day here, let's take care of the top part of the cylinders. I'm removing basically all the covers and I will focus on each part separately. I just want to remove all the covers first basically. So first thing first, remove this hose. This was the one for the white box, which was the overflow in the front part of the bike. Wow, this is extremely stuck. Look at this. Alright, looks like all the hoses are gone, so we can go next. Okay, this is 10mm. So we'll do the back one first, and then we'll do the other one afterwards. Alright, so you need to also remove the bolt of the water pipe here, it looks like. I need the wrench for this. It looks like a 7 or 8. It's 8mm. So this helps loosen up the head and basically the gasket. And there we go. It's not too bad. Definitely some cleaning. So the two bolts here, the one here for the water hose, and that's all. Just give it a little bit of heat with the mallet on the sides so that the gasket basically gets off, and then you're good to go. So in our case, you can see there is a hole right here. That was for the little white box in the front, so that's the overflow. The front cylinder on my bike, I do not know if it's the case on yours, so check. But on mine, it's not open. So that's one thing easy to remember. I don't even have to mark it. I know for a fact this is the back, this is the front. Alright, I just checked, and the manual says those things actually comes apart. Don't force it. Here you go, by pushing outside. So you have a washer and a rubber part. So this one is stuck. There you go. Same for the other one. So the only thing that you will need to make sure you probably change, most likely change, is the head gasket. I mean the gasket for this. Doesn't look too bad, but you can tell it's been old. So I need to push this, pull A, and need to put a pin in there in order to go forward on this removal, and I do not know. Not sure how to pull this. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure this is what's locking the camshaft now. Okay, I'm gonna try a few different things. I need to basically push this down and pull this in order to fully remove this part that I started removing. It's moving on the sides, but it's not going up. Ridiculous. I can't remove this. I'm unable to pull this. It's not enough space to grab it properly and pull it. I do not know why it's like this. I've looked at the manual, service manual is nothing interesting for this, except like to hold on and pull straight, but like you can see there's barely any space here. You can't pull anything even with little fingers. So I'm gonna finish removing this, and then I'll remove that, and then maybe I will be able to remove it afterwards. There you go. So don't do like me, you do not have to remove this. So I'm going to put it back personally. Alright, I put this back together, so I was like this on the bike. Just so you know, there is A and B that are showing up here and here. So A, B, and then looks like an R and something else in the front. So just so you know, they have different names basically. So A, B, and the R. So let's remove the pins. They come out. Need to find a way to attach the chain somewhere. I'm thinking this piece here. Alright, so the chain is attached right here to this mount, so it doesn't fall down there basically. There you go, so see the chain is still here, otherwise it goes down, and then let's just say this wouldn't be fun basically. So we should be able to remove everything. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts here, and these bolts should basically be the ones that are holding the top part of the cylinder basically. So we should be able to remove this part, which I want to do anyway, because we need to see what's going on under. now we should be able to remove everything, I believe. Yeah. There you go. Look, that's dirty. It's dirty bad. So this oil, so that's the one thing you want to empty first. Yeah, this is really dirty. I don't know if this is normal to have. The valves, everything needs to be properly clean. Like, this is really bad. So yeah, it confirms that I need to remove basically everything in order to clean everything properly and rebuild it. So I'm gonna try to figure out this part. I'm gonna put something so that it holds the chain up, but I need to fix this part, in my opinion, because this is not, like, I need this wedge, the wedge A, wedge B, so wedge B down and wedge A up. I need to fix this in order to have it properly set up before reinstalling after everything back, and I don't want to forget about it. So this is what I'm going to fix, and then go from there. Alright, so easy way to do it is actually you can hold this black piece here, hold down, and then pull at the same time, and then you can see there's a small hole here, so we'll put the 2mm pin in there. So since I'm going to remove this, I need to slide this collar somehow towards one or the other. This is going to be interesting. So I'm going to use some WD-40 because I can tell it's pretty bad. There you go. Much better with WD-40. So this is, you can see now it's fully open in between, so when I'm removing this it will be easy. So let's continue this. This should come off. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chain, so the chain is still holding. So this is a cylinder, and the thing that you're going to see coming out is the piston. There you go. So, reverse coolant still. Alright, so this is a cylinder. Reverse coolant still in here, so just be careful. I'll do the same as me. Not too worried. Oh, and so yes, it's dirty. However, the cylinders are just dirty on the top, which is normal based on the condition of the piston, but everything else inside is good. You can see it's a little bit scratched on some spots, but I think it's because of how dirty this is. And you can see for yourself, this is going to require some cleaning quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same as what I did just earlier with the chain, and just use this to hold it. Makes things easier for after. I guess I can get back my X key. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a towel in here. You can use a shop towel. I'm running out of shop towels, so I'm waiting for the new ones to arrive. Alright, and then we're going to remove the pin. So there should be a pin here. I'll show it to you. I'm going to move it with here, I think the same. So this is the pin clip. That's why you put the towel, is you don't want this to fall under, otherwise I don't even know how you get it back, basically. That's the issue. Okay, so let's remove this one. Alright, so this is what you need to get out, and then the top head of the piston, and you can tell it's really dirty. This here, which is curved inside, is actually normal, so don't have to worry about it, but we'll need to see if we can get this clean and properly working. There's pieces inside here, so I'll need to look into what I can do to clean the inside here. I really don't want to open everything here. One thing I might do also is remove the starter motor. So this is linked to like solenoid and everything. I might remove this in order to clean under, because there's a lot of dirt and everything. Alright, so this is it for the rear cylinder. I could have started on front. I just preferred the rear because there's right on top, not an angle. So next step will be to do the same on the other one. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. A lot of things done already. Alpha for the engine disassembly. So far, yes, there's a lot of things dirty. I mean, those pistons are very, very bad in terms of dirt, but they look pretty good so far. We will need to check everything for sure to make sure there's no damages. This will be a lot easier when everything's clean. Next video, we're going to take care of the front part of the engine, see if we can get also started on clean, and then go from there. So if you want to stay tuned for next video, don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on your notifications. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll catch you up next time.